All right, so
we made it to Houston. We got here about 3.5 weeks ago, almost 4 now. We spent Christmas here with the family and stuff, and then we went back up north. We left the rig and the car and everything down here so we can come back and do Drift Week. I'll give you more information on the Drift Week stuff as we go. We got to prep this car for it. It's going to be a trip basically from here to LA, stopping at a bunch of different tracks, a lot of driving, and everyone's driving their own cars. I'll let you in on a little tip here. Instead of everybody hauling their stuff around, they're driving it, but I'm still going to put my car on the trailer and drive my truck because we have all of it here already, and I have to get it somewhere anyway, and as you can see, it is completely 100% packed full of stuff, and that I have stuff that goes in the driver's seat too. So I'll probably drive some of the short ones, but I don't even really have a place to put the stuff when I do that. But everyone else is literally driving their drift cars with trailers behind their drift cars, not on their drift cars, and roof racks and all sorts of crazy stuff. It's going to be an awesome trip. I'm super, super stoked about it. But we put a new door on the car. We're going to put a new bumper on it today. Chelsea's going to wrap the door. I'm going to paint the bumper so that she doesn't have to wrap the bumper. And we're going to do a little bit of maintenance. And I ordered some parts overnighted from FCP Euro, so those parts will be here tomorrow. So we do oil change and axle and some other little things. And then we'll be ready to go.
I'm gonna do my time lapse.
Oh, yeah? Are you shooting a time lapse?
Okay.
Oh, nice. So she's sanding down the clear coat flake. Some crude red Scotch Brite.
Also, some red.
What do you mean? Oh, some of the paint too. I was like, what do you mean some red? As you can see how terrible the match is here. So hopefully when we're done, it'll look better. And then new bumper. I'm about to mark this out to cut it for the wheel clearance since our wheels stick out so far with the SLR kit and the offset of the wheel and tire. This is like a 17.8 -3 with a 100 and something mil longer control arm. So gonna cut this here, kind of follow this line right along the molding, and then come out a little bit and then come straight down. Unfortunately, it'll catch this if I leave this. It has to be cut like 1.5 inches in. So we'll get that going. Do not do this way, ever. This is not the way to cut this, but we don't have any other tools. Yo, that's pretty legit for this little battery operated Sawzall. Don't ever come after me. Things are getting done. It matches, it's good. The bumper's being painted. Thanks, Boo. This is such a Texas garage, by the way. There's like 1 million coolers and animal death killing things. I don't even, like longhorns. Is that even like, do you think he caught those? I don't even know what those are.
You don't catch them.
Or you kill them, you shoot them, whatever, dude. I'm clearly a race car driver and not anything else. How was that? Oh, putting your ring back on. The bling bling.
Oh.
Woo, boy. It's not really as big as it looks. All right, we're getting there. Put the bumper on when we get back. I put a corner light in. That's for sure likely to explode, but I'm gonna do some glue and self-tap too so it comes off together. The old bumper is off, and Luke Fink's gonna come visit us tonight, so hopefully we can get this thing done and ready to go. All right, so got my paint. It's actually pretty close in the can, but we'll see how it actually looks when we do it. It's also insanely windy here. Oh, it just calmed down as I was shooting that. but you can still see it's pretty windy. And I'm painting the bumper here, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so I would say it's turning out less than ideal because it's so windy. It's also like 60 instead of 75, which really doesn't really matter, but the humidity is pretty high. And like, it's wet. Like literally, it's wet. So, coat 1 done. We'll see how it turns out. I know you can hear the wind chimes going off as I'm painting this. Coat number 2 is done. The paint, literally, you spray it here and it ends up over here. It's just wind like crazy. I'll try to give you guys an idea of what I'm working with here. Ready? It's just like, it doesn't even remotely go straight. The wind is way better right now. Like in mud right now. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go get the camper. Loading up the camper with the electric jacks. That is such a savior. I can't imagine doing it with cranks. And we stopped and picked up a seat from my homie Will Parsons. It's a little beat up, but we're gonna tape it up, clean it, and it'll be better for filming in the passenger seat. I have another seat at home, and we're gonna end up switching over to some Recaro stuff anyways. So it'd be nice to just have this seat and be able to get us home and then sell it while we're out there. How'd it go?
We didn't yell at each other this time.
That's good, right? We loaded. Now we're gonna go get an air mattress because Luke thinks staying at our house tonight.
Stop.
We got some straight. So this is what it's like in my car right now. It is 100% loaded with a million tires and things. And I can't even shift out of 3rd gear because my shifter is blocked. But we're doing it. All right, so we're all loaded up again, minus driver's seat, or passenger seat. It didn't fit. Will Parsons was cool enough to give me the seat so that we could make it better footage-wise for you guys, so Chelsea's not flopping around in there, but didn't quite work. So, Aaron Losey has another seat. Sorry, I'm exhausted. And hopefully we can get that to fit and whatnot. If not, we'll put the stock seat back in. But I wanted to give you guys a quick run around of the car before we leave on the trip. All right, so we've been on the road for, I don't know, we went to just one event before this, but we've been gone for, the rig's been gone out of my house for 3.5 weeks. Almost a month actually. But it's still in pretty decent shape considering we've been to 2 days worth of drifting, and we stocked up on tires before we left, so hopefully this makes the trip. We have a tire rack up here that holds 14 tires, and then we have obviously 2 more on the car, which is 16, and then we have 6 more up front strapped down here, and then in this box is all of my drivetrain spares. So we got a transmission, 2 axles, clutch, flywheel, control arms, actually it looks like 3 axles now, a clutch fan, some other little things, basically all the heavy stuff is in there, and it lives in there forever because you got to have spares. And then inside the car, as you can see here, we are completely loaded with tires, the ramps, a couple spare body panels here. Inside is 4 more tires. I'll open this up for you here. So we have our little toolbox, more tires, more wheels, the super grippy springs if we need to speed up. We got jack stands, the other one's over here. Underneath this little area here is all the track supplies, like a tire pressure gauge, and some other little things. And then there is four tires in there as well. And our gear, so you can buy stuff while we're on the road if you see us. And then the driver's seat, this, I can't really open it all the way because of the trailer, but spare trailer tire, another spare tire there, and then if you can look back here, it's packed full of stuff to the max. So you can't ever be too prepared, so I figure why not get everything ready there. And then the reason it's so packed is because we have the camper that's on here, so there's no bed space. And the camper pretty much holds all the stuff it needs to go and travel and do all that, and it doesn't really have a ton of extra room outside of the things we need, so it gets a little tight in there. But that's our current situation. Oh, hi.
Hey.
So we're driving to Austin. We're actually in Austin right now. We're headed south a little bit to Kyle, where my dad lives. We're just staying at all my family's houses this trip. Luke was behind us till about 5 minutes ago, and he split off to go to their Airbnb with the rest of the team, which we'll link up with them later at. We have to go to my dad's house. We're staying there tonight to visit, and then we're gonna drop the car and kind of reorganize a couple things for tomorrow. And his place is only 5 minutes from the track we're going to tomorrow, which is Harris Hill. So it's perfect. It works really well. We'll just have to drive up tonight to go to the dinner with everybody and kind of link up and see what's going on. But other than that, the car is here. We have everything we need, and we're about to drive our first little bit of the actual trip in the TI in a few minutes. That's for sure.
It's like that meme where they're like, we can take my car, I just gotta move some things.
Yeah. No, the funny thing
Just
is,
put it
like,
in the back.
when people are like, oh yeah, like it's so hard driving my car to events, like we gotta put tires in the back and like a jack and a toolbox. I'm like, I have like an FD program in a hatchback coupe and a TI, a compact. This is how you do it without losing them. Just get some glue up in there.
Such precision. You'd be really good at frosting cookies.
All right, just finished our oil change. The old filter in there, a little trick. And I just throw it in the garbage, which probably isn't the best idea, but it doesn't have much oil left in it. It was due for an oil change. It wasn't like the amount of time. I mean, the amount of driving, it was more the amount of time. It's been like a year since I changed the oil in this. The car's only been driven in like 2.5 events, but it was time for an oil change just because of the time of it. These motors are super, super picky with oil, so you'll see the oil pressure change a lot when the oil needs to be changed. So it just fluctuates quite a bit. So we're gonna wash it. We're gonna reattach the seat that I took out yesterday so we can drive it to go get the other seat. Big circle. And we're gonna unload some things into the garage. That way we have some room in this car and it's less dangerous to drive. And then yeah, we're gonna go get some dinner. So that'll pretty much conclude today's episode or vlog, whatever you guys want to call it. Tomorrow, well, in 2 or 3 days, we'll put out our next video, which will be tomorrow. We're gonna try to do it 2 or 3 days after at least, maybe earlier. So stay on the channel and pay attention, because with Drift Week stuff, we're gonna be trying to be getting out really, really quickly. And yeah, Big ups to FCP Euro for overnighting those parts to us so we can get the car finished up and ready for the trip. See you guys.
Damn. Hey Uber, can you take me to Voodoo Donuts?
Oh, yeah.
Please? There's leg room. I'll do 5 out of 5 stars. As long as I get to keep you as well.
This is the most inefficient vehicle ever. Especially because it has like 110 octane in it.
You mean Uber?
Right now it does at least, but yeah.
I'll give you 4 out of 5 stars because I have to share my leg room with some oil. Here.
So we just got to Terry Black's. We're getting some barbecue. We're getting everybody together. It was kind of a trick to do this the day before, so that way everybody was here early, but still half the crew is missing. So we'll see. Everybody's mostly here.
That was like a 2 out of 10.
I did a 360.
You did it far away.
I'm out of breath already.
Do it here.
This bike ride's nice, actually. Not that I was down there. This shit trips me out, though. 10 minutes later.
Damn.
Size it up, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, I love it. That's extra suspension, dude. You're good. That little flex might help when your knees are buckling. Get a little extra there. I'm not in your way, right?
No, you're good.
You got it! You got it!
Yeah!
Anyone got duct tape?
It's not in the
I
car.
got duct tape. You do? I got duct tape. I just want to make it look like it's okay, so when I take a picture of it.
Just so.
Hey, you have any self-tapping screws?
I'm good.
Oh, the flashlight's
straight up for
on.
me.
That's okay.
It's not exactly straight.
What are we doing? Talk us through this. You have to take a photo, right? So it's got to be straight in the photo.
Exactly.
Straight as a rainbow. Oh, is that what this
And it's matching color almost.
We need to put like some sort of stilt in it. or
Yeah, you need a
spin.
stick. Get a stick.
No, I don't.
Did
Should,
you
over
rent
there.
this thing?
Yeah.
Did you know
You
they
can
have
only
sensors in them so they
you
can
can
tell,
o-
like, they have accelerometer?
you can only
Yeah,
rent
can I
them,
get a
dude.
copy of that?
Just call them and say you got hit by a
I'm
car.
gonna need the data 8 times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need the data for this.
Well, I left it in the road and it kept getting
she's
run
good.
over.
That's actually solid.
So here's what you need. You need a stick from here to here, though,
doesn't
so it
turn
steers
anymore,
still.
Yeah, you need a couple stints in
Oh, it's good, dude. It's good.
I gotta find another one.
He bought it down. Yeah, it wasn't a good time. Like, the first time I went, I was just like going
He's good on balancing things.
I looked down, I was like, oh, the wheel's not pointing right. That's not good.
I need to skate like a couple days in a row,
No,
and then I'd
they're
be
the same
okay.
as the front. The same as the ones in the lock kit. Because the old ones for the lock kit used to break. The same home joint in the old